Hey all you cool cats and kittens, I'm Anna Kubat and welcome to This Week in ISO, a brand new weekly show that talks all the crazy, wacky, wonderful things happening in isolation around the world. To kick us off, let's look at some news from around the world. In breaking news, it seems that Boris Johnson has been cured from the coronavirus. But not after beating his Mario Kart record, completing Rainbow Road in 2 minutes. Comment down below what character you think Boris uses in Mario Kart. What do I think? Baby Peach. In other news, an 8-year-old boy has won $200 worth of cannabis products in a raffle at his local ice hockey rink in Canada. And I read in the article, when they had to explain to his grandson that the prize contained drugs and that he therefore couldn't have any of it, he was mad. Bruh, I would be mad. When the kids are away, the goats will play. A group of frisky little goats in Wales have been taking over the playgrounds and pushing each other around the little roundabouts. That's just guys being dudes, goats being goats, and I'm not mad about it. And finally, our top story this evening, reports are coming in that the UK government is closely working with the army to turn Wembley Arena into a giant oven in order to cook the world's biggest lasagna. In my opinion, an incredible use of government resources and probably the Queen's best work. There's been some leaked footage from the UK, so we'll play that for you now.
Also, just so you know, my sister, her boyfriend's brother works on the Ministry of Defence, and one of the things that they're doing to prepare, and this won't affect London, this will be everywhere, they're basically worried that people are going to get stuck indoors without any food. So one of the things that they're doing is they're actually working on making a massive lasagna. So they're actually, at the moment as we speak, they're building like the massive lasagna sheets, and they're just going to start making the layers today. And then hopefully, like, obviously put the bolognese on and then put the sheets on top. But they're having to make the special sheets, obviously, because they've not got one big enough, because they're making lasagna the size of Wembley Stadium.
Definitely some interesting times ahead for everyone, and that's all for the ISO news. Alright, a week in ISO, we have multiple TikTokers in the crew. So today I'm going to be watching, reviewing and rating our crew members' TikToks and just letting them know what I think. Does what I think matter? Definitely not. But let's just dive right into it. The first one I'm gonna watch is Jenny's Carol Baskin dance video. Okay.
Carol Baskin 杀了她的老公，真是她，无法说服我，不是她，喂给她的老虎，好吃啊，怎么了 ？Carol Baskin.
This woman has some moves, has some absolute moves. The confidence is 10 out of 10. The outfit is brilliant. The one little coat hanger in the corner, mood. But yeah, I'm gonna give this a solid 7 out of 10 because the confidence, the dancing was on point. There was no mistake in the dance. Brilliant, really great. Now I'm gonna be reacting to Isaac's Out West video.
Hey, banging out what? Hey, slanging out what? Yeah, go metallic knife, I can shake you out what? Yeah, I just put a drum in a no Caltech. I just put my cum I'm in the pussy, now it's wet. I used to jump off the back of the bus. Yeah. Now I jump off the jet. Yeah. I used to tell the baby to flood. Then I got over this shit. I used to like her, but now I love her. The way she was drinking my spit. Yeah.
Okay, there's a lot to unpack here. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot to unpack here. I think it's really creative when people make their own sounds, so obviously big props to him for making his own sounds. Brilliant. The song kind of slaps. It really does sound like Brockhampton. The background's really great. The ad-libs, brilliant. Fire. I'm gonna give this, okay, it's quite good. I will give him that, it's quite good. I'm gonna give it probably an 8 out of 10 because actually, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because really, it's creative, I've never seen anything like it. I don't think anyone has, I don't think anyone really wants to. So I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Great effort, good job. And now I'm gonna review Jenny's falling, where she falls over Tinker. It's so bad. No, this is a 10 out of 10 TikTok. If you had to get hurt to make a TikTok, it's obviously like you've gone to maximum effort. It looks so painful. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Definitely could go viral. I'm not sure if it has. It should. That's brilliant. Great stuff. Here's an ad. Enjoy this ad we're giving to you. Just don't do any of that. Fortunately for us here at A Week in ISO, we are lucky enough to have in our presence a puzzle expert. We're going to cut live to Jacob, completing one of the greatest puzzles I personally have ever seen. Jacob, are you there? Jacob. Jacob. How's that puzzle going? Did we lose him? Anyway, we're going to move on. We're going to move on now. We're going to move on. Being stuck in isolation can certainly be boring, but apparently it can be worse. We're going to cross live to our roaming reporter Bridget. She's on the scene now. Take it away, Bridget.
Thanks, Anna. So I've had a chat with a COVID survivor and we're going to just see some highlights of the chat we had.
Hi, my name's Olivia, and since the 1st of March, pretty much, ever since I arrived in Italy, we have been in lockdown, and I caught this little thing called COVID-19, and I was sent home, on the 21st of March, and have been in my own little room by myself for the past 4 weeks.
And what happened in Italy? Like, how were you feeling during that time where you're by yourself? Well, not by yourself, but with that family.
I was with a family, yeah. It was intense because we only had, this little small apartment. It wasn't, I had my own room and everything, but I couldn't, escape the kids. Oh my goodness, they just kept chasing me around. Can you imagine a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old all day, 24/7? Olivia!
And you're there, just secretly got COVID. When you got home, back in Australia home.
Yeah.
What happened there? What's been going how's your mental state been going?
Mental state, first couple of days, I think I was on some sort of high because I thought it was just so hilarious. And I think day 5 it really hit me, and I shaved half my eyebrow. It's growing back a bit, but not in the places where it should be.
I thought that was penciled on. I think it looks amazing, if I do say so myself.
But being by yourself, I online shopped so much. I think I had like 7 parcels coming at one point, and which included everything from like paints and like yarn for like to make a blanket. Been playing the Nintendo Wii, and which is like my favorite thing in the world. So I have like the Wii Sports, just keep me company.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I play in the village with all the other characters, pretend like I'm with other people.
In the Wii Village? What is that?
When you can like hang out with people, like all the other characters, like, because my Wii has
Wi-Fi?
like, multiple characters on it, yeah. And
wait, are they just like virtual characters, not real people?
They're just computer characters. They're completely like, they're not even people on the other end. They're just computer characters.
It's gotten to this stage where hanging out in a village with me, computer characters.
They're my best friends.
It's prime.
I think I should have added it up, but I think I ate over 1,000 Maltesers.
That sounds like a good TikTok challenge that you should do.
You know, like the share packets?
Oh, yes.
The big share packets? I probably had over 10 of those.
That is a heckin' lot.
10.
I hope you've been rolling on the floor for your TikToks enough to work off the 10 packets of
Funny enough, I haven't
Maltesers.
put on any weight since I've been in isolation.
Yeah, you've been looking fabulous. Alright.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, time to sign off.
This is Jeffree Star approved.
We're not sponsored, by the way, so don't listen to her. Thank you.
Finally, I want to talk about Netflix and all the wonderful, wacky things Netflix has taught me. In a segment I like to call What Netflix Has Taught Me. This week, Netflix has taught me that Carol Baskin, I don't know, is her name Carol Baskin? Carol Baskin did actually kill her husband. And I also learned how to look my best on a jet ski. And that's a wrap on this week's episode. If you have any interesting, crazy things that are going on in your isolation, please send them to the link right here and we'll share them on the show. So, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Period.